Hi everyone, welcome to this update video. I do hope you're doing really good this afternoon. We're going to briefly talk about Erin. So it is going to be bringing impacts to portions of the northeastern Caribbean. It is official. We've got some tropical storm watches in place as well. So we're going to be talking about it, as well as Invest 98L. So that is a disturbance located in the Bay of Campeche right now. So it is going to be moving up to the northwest and will likely bring some impacts to sections of Mexico and Texas. So let's get into it. Okay, so we are kickstarting things with Erin, and as we look at it here, we can see this pretty healthy tropical storm, which is intensifying here on the satellite imagery. So it's definitely producing quite a bit of shower and thunderstorm activity, and it is located just to the east of the Lesser Antilles. Elsewhere in the Caribbean today, there's been some periods of showers and thunderstorms popping up in sections of Jamaica, Hispaniola, near the Cayman Islands, and towards parts of Central and South America as well. And there is Invest 98L over there in the Bay of Campeche. Now, over the course of the next couple of days, let's talk about 98L quickly here. So this is a look at the model intensity guidance, and most of our models are not expecting that it will achieve tropical storm status because primarily because of the fact that it has limited time and the conditions are not highly conducive for it to develop quickly in the area right now. So it is going to be moving in likely within a day or so. But regardless of it actually attempting to become something, it will likely be producing some periods of very heavy rain in portions of Mexico and Texas. And a lot of heavy rain can certainly trigger flooding. And now let's talk about Erin in a bit of detail. So this is a look at the latest graphic here this evening of the system. We can see that it is expected to become a hurricane by tomorrow afternoon. Currently a tropical storm with maximum sustained winds up to 60 miles per hour and accelerating westward at 17 miles per hour. Now this cone is to track Erin's center. It does not show the size, and as we saw, it's a pretty decent system. And we can see those little yellow specks as well within the Leeward Islands. That is a tropical storm watch. So a tropical storm watch is in effect for Anguilla, Barbuda, St. Martin and St. Bartholomew, Saba, St. Eustatius. So those areas could possibly experience tropical storm conditions within the next 48 hours. So as we head into Saturday, even going to Sunday as well, there could be those periods of heavy rain and gusty winds influenced by the periphery of Erin. So here's a look at the key messages. So heavy rainfall across the northernmost Leeward Islands and U.S. and British Virgin Islands, as well as southern and eastern Puerto Rico, may lead to isolated flash and urban flooding, along with landslides or mudslides this weekend into early next week. Tropical storm conditions are possible for portions of the northern Leeward Islands, where tropical storm watches are in effect beginning on Saturday as the core of Erin passes north of those islands. Tropical storm conditions could also occur in portions of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico later in the weekend, and additional watches may be required tonight or on Friday. While there is still uncertainty in what impacts might occur in portions of the Bahamas, the east coast of the U.S. and Bermuda next week, the risk of dangerous surf and rip currents across the western Atlantic basin next week is increasing. So we've got some of our northeastern islands within that watch zone. So guys, if you're under that tropical storm watch, please stay safe. If you're in the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, you want to be on watch. It's likely that there may be some additional watches and warnings being issued. So we can see the danger here. Even though Erin's center is going to stay offshore, that doesn't mean that all of the associated activity will stay offshore. So it is going to be close enough where some of our northeastern islands could be within that tropical storm force wind field, and thus such impacts are going to be possible. So please stay safe, guys. And of course, I will continue to keep you posted as necessary, but that's what I wanted to bring to your attention in this brief update video. And I do hope you found it to be quite informative, but if you have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I can. And remember to always be weatherwise.